Cohen, great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. Won by the Lakers. Davis to Cousins. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans or they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Davis to Danny Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the three.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Here's Rubio into the front court. They trail by one. Down the lane to lay it in.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
LBJ has it. Cruises inside for two. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you. Me and you.
Short jumper off the mark. Ricky Rubio. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Rondo into the front court. Down a point. James. To Danny Green. For three. He made his first effort, but not that time. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It's not a travel if it looks pretty.
Booker with it. Down by one. Oubre in a matchup with Boogie. Driving right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kelly Oubre at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Lakers ball. To Cousins. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Suns. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Into the front court comes Rondo, trailing by 4. Goes reverse to lay it in.
I don't know if the scattering you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Into the front court, it's Booker. Leads a bucket. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Now the Suns coach gonna signal for a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Rubio, defended by Quinn Cook. To Kelly Oubre. Lakers come up with it. Stuffs it down with authority.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Suns with the basketball. Rubio. Trying to cash in. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Runner's good there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Rubio into the front court. Just under a minute to go in what's been a hotly contested first quarter. Aaron Baines powers it through. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
LeBron into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. The pass set it all up.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here's Rubio up top. He'll run the offense. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. To Davis. Anthony Davis. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Rubio. Runner here won't go down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Lakers have the lead. One quarter down, and Jay, you know both coaches wanted to see more stops on the defensive end, but was that fun to watch or what?
I don't know if I'm watching an all-star game or a regular season game, because I'm telling you right now, Ed, if it was the regular season, which it is, by the way, you probably want to see some teams play some defense.
Avery Bradley, he's 2 for 2 now.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Crawford. And the rebound taken down by Kuzma. LeBron into the front court. Lead is 2. The monster stuff.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Jamal Crawford. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a problem city.
It's Phoenix ball. DeAndre Ayton in close, converts.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Oh, emphatic slam.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Crawford kicks it outside. Deep two there, won't go. James into the front court. Leads 4. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. DeMarcus Cousins with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Cousins to Davis. Anthony Davis. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Devin Booker doesn't have the touch. No good. Davis to Bradley. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Crawford to Mikal Bridges. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Nothing going here on that drive. And 2 for AD.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. James, down low to Cousins. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Crawford. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James to Cousins. James buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Now the Suns going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Booker, defended by Cousins. Look out, Devin Booker. 2-4 now.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Count the basket inside.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Booker with it. Trailing by 14, and they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Here's Booker on the drive, but a shot misses.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
LeBron, defended by the lefty Oubre. Danny Green to Bradley. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. So far, it's been all Lakers.
Fellas, Jalen here with your halftime report. The Lakers were the dominant team in that first half, without question. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Suns did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets to the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Missed threes. Player of the half.
LeBron James was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
It's Suns ball.
Here we go. Here we go. I got this now. Let's go.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. 8-second violation. It's going the other way. Booker to Rubio. Ricky Rubio. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
And the rebound belongs to Phoenix. Here's Rubio into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Cousins to Davis. 3-second count. DeMarcus Cousins with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Booker. Spinning shot won't fall. Cousins. Rondo. Not that time. He misses. To Rubio. Deep left corner. Oubre. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Rondo with the basketball. His team on top by 8. And the finish at the rim.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Suns control the possession. Rubio to Booker. Takes stock of the floor to Rubio. Here comes the screen. Ricky Rubio. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for LA, number 14, Danny Green.
Not that time. Runner's good there.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Bradley to Cousins. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
DeMarcus Cousins trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 73%. The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. To Booker. Beyond the arc for 3, and the Lakers have the rebound. Bradley. Nice pass to set things up. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Lakers at the controls right now. Given 2 points. High percentage.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Anthony Davis pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oh, he missed a short one there. Into the front court, it's Booker. His guy's down 11. Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis! Huge block!
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Short jumper off the mark. Here's Rondo with it. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Lets it fly from... Look out! Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Devin Booker has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up with the Lakers in command. It's Lakers ball as we start the 4th quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
And the finish on the nice step through.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
DeMarcus Cousins. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
New blood coming in for both sides. Tyler Johnson at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Free throw good for the 3-point play. It's back to a 14-point game. It's Cook with the basketball. He'll run the offense. It's a big finish. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Rubio into the front court. Down a bundle. From the painted area, won't go down. LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Cousins. It's James. Off the mark.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here's Rubio up top. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Rubio, defended by Quinn Cook. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Now a whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Booker to Rubio. Look out, Devin Booker, 4 out of 10.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
James. Rondo. The board to Kaminsky. He gets it.
Ricky's never really been the guy to look for his shot first, though he did average a career high in points per game last season, and it all starts with that blow-by first step that sets up his opponent.
Count the basket at the rim.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Short jumper stays out. Navigating through traffic to Davis. And count the basket inside.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Anthony Davis rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. And 2 for AD.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Booker. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Devin Booker at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Rondo into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Phoenix with it. Rubio, defended by Cousins. Nice finish at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall. Caldwell Pope. It's Ayton with the rebound. LeBron James sends it away. The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers put on a show in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they scored their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Suns did not look good in this one, and neither did the score. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. Check out the leading scores for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Lakers played fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Player of the game.
Anthony Davis could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Phoenix Suns. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.